Hi everyone, welcome back to IELTS Master. This is video number 20 and the last one in the whole listening series. Well, this has been very long. We passed already 9 videos in the listening series and this is the last one. And I promise this is gonna be interesting. Alright, the topic for today is the society. We are going to listen to something about the society in general. But the specific topic, I'm gonna have to leave that until the recording is played. Okay. In terms of skills, today we'll take a look at 2 types of questions: visual multiple choice and extended multiple choice. We did multiple choice already, A, B, C, and D, choose one. We also did extended multiple choice, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, choose 3 from them. But we haven't done visual multiple choice. So what is a visual multiple choice question? It's actually very simple. Now, this is an example of a visual multiple choice question. Basically, they don't have any words to show you. A is a diagram, A is a graph, B is a graph, and C is another graph. You have to choose which one, alright? So let's take a look at the question before we start. Which pie chart shows a proportion of people who give the incorrect judgment? Alright, so pay attention. The blue section means incorrect and the green means correct. Then here we have 3 quite different. This one 32 correct, 68 incorrect. This one 32 incorrect, 68 correct. These are opposite. The middle pie chart is quite different. 15 incorrect and 85 correct. So now we are going to listen and find out the answer to this question. Which pie chart shows the proportion of people who give the incorrect judgment? Now, here we go. We are ready to start.
The subject would hear the others saying things about the length of the line which were clearly false. Most subjects answered correctly, in spite of the incorrect judgments of the others, but a proportion, 32%, conformed to the majority view, the incorrect view. This proportion was much higher than anticipated. Before the experiments, they'd thought 15% or lower might do this.
Alright, what is the answer? What do you think? Now, we hear 32% conforming to the majority, and the majority was incorrect. That means 32% should be the incorrect one. Well, you did hear 15%, but that was before. So the answer basically is C. C is the correct answer that we are looking for. Alright, that is visual multiple choice. Now, let's take a look at another visual multiple choice question. This is very simple. Okay, here we have 3 different charts, right? Like this one, this is the first chart. The bar graph, blue, and then the brown one, and then the gray one. However, the shapes are different. Short to high, and then tall, the short, and then tall, and then middle length, middle height. Okay. Now, which diagram shows the content of the first card used in the experiment? Now, I don't know what this is all going to be about, but pay attention to the word the first card. First one, not the second one, not the third one. Alright? Now, we are ready to start. Listen and find the answer.
To give you a bit more detail, I have an illustration up here on the board. A group of 6 or 7 people were given a card with 3 lines on it. There is a short vertical line, on the right of which is a longer line, and on the right of that, there is another, still longer line. However, it's clear that the longest line is the right-hand one, the second longest, the middle one, and the shortest is the one on the left. The participants were given a second card with just 1 line on it. I should add that in these experiments, people became very distressed.
Okay, so which one is going to be our answer? What do you think? A, B, or C? The shortest one, and on the right of which is a longer one, and then on the right of which is a longer one. That makes our answer A. Alright? That's it. This is the perfect diagram that shows the content of the first card that was used in the experiment. Okay. Now, that was visual multiple choice question. It was pretty simple. Now, let's take a look at some extended multiple choice question. Extended, we did this already. Now, let's take a chance to review the knowledge. In order to do this well, you're gonna have to listen carefully. You will choose two answers, A to E, any one of these, and write in any order in your answer sheet. Which two factors change the results of the experiment? Remember, change the results, okay? Now, if we listen attentively, we're going to be able to find out the answer to this. Now, here we go.
Other factors can influence the result. For example,
Now, here we go.
Now, what experiments which occurred sometime later found was that other factors can influence the result. For example, when there were more so-called participants, there was even more conformity. On the other hand, when people were able to respond in secrecy, by writing the result down, for instance, they made fewer incorrect judgments about the lines.
So, what's the answer? First one, if there were more participants, alright? And there were more participants, that means a bigger group. Second, if they can respond in secrecy, that means privacy. So these are the two answers you're gonna have to choose in order to answer this question. Okay, look for synonyms or words that can be used to substitute the ones that you see in the question. For the next two questions, number 9 and number 10, we're gonna have these. Subjects explain their conformity as a desire to A, keep the experimenter happy. I mean, they take part in the study and they said, okay, this is my answer, but they say this because they want you to be happy. Or they want to give a good impression, or they want to leave early, or they want to please the other participants, or they want to appear clever. Now we will listen and find out the answer. Okay. Here we go.
Subjects gave various explanations for why they made the decisions they did. Although they weren't put under pressure by the experimenter, many felt that they would somehow spoil the experiment and upset the person running it if they didn't agree, no matter how stupid they felt. More simply, in other cases, they said they just wanted to not show themselves in a bad light. Whatever the reason, Ash's experiment has had a long history, and although...
Alright, so the answer is going to be A and B. First, they don't want to spoil the whole experiment, no matter how stupid it is. They want to agree with the experimenter. And second, they don't want to be shown in the bad light. That means they want to give a good impression. That's it. Looking for synonymous phrases. This is a big problem. I mean, in terms of vocabulary and structure, we need to be able to improve our lexical and our grammatical competence. Know more grammatical structure and more lexical vocabulary. That's going to help us a lot in the IELTS test. And of course, more practice. So, in this little, very short video, we were talking about how you can deal with visual multiple choice question and the extended multiple choice question. The point is, please do the exercise to follow this in order to enhance your ability to deal with all kinds of multiple choice questions that you may find in the IELTS. This is the most difficult type of question, and so be extra careful while you are doing the test. Thank you very much for now. This is the end of the listening series already. I'm going to see you in the next video, number 21, and we will start to discover the skill of speaking.